Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star Season 8, Episode 4. This was the acting challenge and the TV previews sort of moments, if you will. I think it was called Screen Queens. And we have quite a bit to talk about. Hey there, this is Jimbo Season to Win. 2 out of 4 episodes, and I'm probably going to win Snatch Game next week. Honestly, you're not wrong. At this point, it's becoming very, 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 very evident to me as a reviewer and as a viewer of this show of who production wants to win. No shade. This is my honest opinion. It is becoming very apparent of who the production team wants to win this season. Anyways, again, my name is Sam. I'm a reviewer of Drag Race. I review all Drag Races, and yeah, we're going to get into All-Star Season 8, Episode 4. The episode starts out with the queens walking back into the workroom after the elimination of Mrs. Kasha Davis. I was sad to see Kasha go, but it definitely felt like it was her time to go, especially with the looks. No shade. If we're being honest here, Kasha had the weakest looks of the season. Full tea. So it was definitely Kasha's time to go. Again, I was sad to see Kasha go, but it is what it is. They're messing in my girl's face, and I do not like it. I've been saying this for the past couple weeks. I feel like they're playing in Heidi's face, and I do not like it. I don't like it at all. Anyways, we are going to get into this episode. They're going through the lipsticks. Darren finds out that I believe 4 votes for Darren and 5 votes for Kasha. So it turns out that 3 of the queens voted for Darren, and those queens were Heidi, James, and I believe who's the third? The other person was right next to them too. It was Heidi, James, and Jimbo? No. Jimbo? Maybe? Jimbo? Yes, Jimbo. Those were the 3 who voted for Darren. Again, they said it was based on track record, which I get. However, I would make the argument that I think Darren should not have been in the bottom on episode 1. I think that is a fair argument to be made. And thus, I think this was Darren's first true bottom placement, if you will. So for me, as a reviewer, I think the whole track record argument is a little bit weak, in my opinion. Again, ultimately, it doesn't really make too big a difference because production was definitely trying to rush out the Rochester girls. No shade, but that's what it was giving, if we're being honest here. And then Jessica was asking the girls if they were okay with her winning, and because a few of the girls were upset. For me, I think Jessica winning was fine. Jessica deserved a win or at least a top placement. My issue was with Candy and Lala being in the top. I think Heidi should have been in that spot. And I also think Kahana could have been in that spot. I would have made the top 3 Heidi, Kahana, and Jessica. Or top 4 with Jimbo. Yeah. Because you got to admit, Jimbo's created look was fairly impressive. And she thought out of the box for the fruity look, which I do appreciate when a queen thinks outside of the box. So, Darren never had a chance with how production did her. Exactly. And for me, the season is becoming very apparent to see the production strings pulling things in the background. And this is where I start to have issues with the queens. This is why a lot of queens are refusing to now go on All-Stars. If we are being honest, especially after the winter season, a lot of queens were upset with the way that the winter season went down. They recorded a reunion where they talked about this with Bob and Monet. And then, of course, World of Wonder sent them a cease and desist, and they had to cancel that reunion. But I would have loved to have gotten all that tea. Anyways, we are in All-Stars 8. Let's continue on. Production being very obvious with their production. Heidi's upset, and I get it. And I feel bad for Heidi, because Heidi deserves so much better. I love Heidi and Closet. I'm from North Carolina. Heidi and Closet is my North Carolina sister. I love Heidi and Closet, and they are playing in her face. They are playing in her face, and it is pissing me off, as I've said multiple weeks. And also, I love that Heidi was wearing Kasha's outfit. I just think that was really funny. I know Jimbo was gonna win the moment she walked in, and she's the only girl there for the third time, and RuPaul loves her. Very that. Very that. Again, production is productioning. If we're being honest, that's what's happening. Anyways, they were sad to see Kasha go, but it definitely felt like her time, according to the narrative that we're getting from the show. But yeah. Oh shoot, that's cool. Nice. Yeah, I've lived here my entire life. Anyways, we are getting back onto that. Sorry. I was sad to see Heidi go, or whoa. I was sad to see Kasha go, but it felt correct. I don't have too much else to say about that, so we're gonna continue on. RuPaul comes on the TV and says, "Oh look, there might be a spy." Ooh, I don't know. She comes in and introduces the Maxi Challenge, where the queens are going to have to get in pairs, groups, and do record trailers for TV shows, sort of. Again, they're going to be assigned into groups based on balloons, because they're popping balloons with a pit crew. This was a cute moment. Oh, hello. Also, why have 4 of the challenges been up for... I mean, clock it. Clock the tea. Hey. Well, I would say minus the girl groups. I would say that's not in Jimbo's strong suit. Jimbo's not the best performer. If we're being honest, no shade. I mean, we've seen every time Jimbo's lip synced. 5 times now, I believe. And has not won a single lip sync. 5. Anyways, Lala, this was cute. Lala's a funny one. I love Lala. Kahana, or the balloons revealed colors. That's how they were signed into groups. Again, they've done this before on Drag Race. Very that. Kahana was funny. I love this moment for Kahana. I was like, oh shit, this was funny. Kahana can be funny. And then when Heidi did this whole thing, she took me out. Oh my god, Heidi is a funny queen. And again, I will say this again for the 400th time on the channel. They're playing in your face, Heidi. And it is pissing me off. It's pissing me off. Whew. If I were there, I'd say, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you to all the production. Get it? Heidi reference. Anyways. She's lost against 4 different Drag Race franchises. And she has lost against Janie in Holland, Pangina. Oh, true. Clock it. Clock it. But yeah, Jimbo's not a good performer. This was a funny moment for Jimbo. Jimbo is a funny queen. Jimbo, you're funny. And your looks, top notch. Like a whole nother level. If we're being real. But some things about Jimbo, I'm like, I raise my eyebrow. Anyways, these are the groups. Group 1 is Heidi, Kahana, and Lala. Again, randomly assigned. Randomly assigned. Randomly assigned. Anyways, Group 2 is going to be Alexis, Michelle, James Mansfield, and Darren Lake. It was becoming very evident to me what this story was going to be right from here at this point. That Darren was like, oh, I guess that's happening, especially with the third group. When they have Candy, Jessica, and Jimbo in a group. Clock it. Clock it. This is productioning. Again, no shade. But if you're going to be so obvious, at least try to make it not so obvious, you know? I don't know. It's very much productioning. They could have just said, all right, we're going to sign the teams and make this team. I feel like the whole balloon gimmick kind of annoyed me a little bit. No shade, for being honest. But it was becoming very apparent to me that what the production was going to do. Anyways. It's not weird how that is random when all three. I mean, that part. Anyways, we have the groups writing down their storyboards. Right off the bat, Darren has an idea to make reference from Lost. Alexis is like, I don't know about that. I don't know if that's a great idea, Darren. But they kind of continue on with it anyways. Again, I remembered to take a screenshot of this because it's like, they bring this up later. And I will give Alexis Michelle this. She did voice her opinions from the beginning. So it's not like she just randomly was throwing them under the bus. She did say her opinions earlier. Granted, she did not need to say that on the main stage. That is an entire separate discussion. But I don't know. I feel like you're kind of already in the bottom doing that, just being messy for no reason. But we'll get to that later. All right. Group 2, Heidi and Lala, their what's the word? Chemistry, so good. So good. I love both of these queens. And Kahana, great addition. This group, I love. Chef's kiss. But Kahana, not that funny. Heidi's going to have to do a lot of the heavy lifting. Again, Heidi should have been in the top for this episode as well. But again, I'll be quiet. I'm seriously so mad that Heidi's not. Why do they pick and choose when they get to do it based on team versus individual? This is another example of productioning. If we're going to clock it, we are going to clock it. Because on episode 1, they're like, all right, y'all were in teams, but now we're judging individually. And then now we get to episode 4, and they're like, all right, y'all are in teams, and we're going to judge you as teams. If you're going to do it one way, stick to that way. Don't randomly switch around to get the result that you want. But no one else was in the room where it happened, some might say. I did not just make a Hamilton reference. I'm mad. Anyways. Why did they all suddenly... Exactly. They're making their hand very apparent as production. Anyways, this group, you would think it'd be all sunshine and rainbows. And then there's a fight, not fight, but like an argument between Jimbo and Candy, because Candy's knocking down a lot of Jimbo's ideas. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, Jimbo kind of knows what she's doing. She's been doing this for 3 seasons now. Maybe you should listen to her. Also, Rue loves Jimbo. If we're being honest, Rue loves Jimbo. So I would have just gone up with what Jimbo was saying. But, hey. Michelle was doing the directing. I don't know why, but sure. We're going to go through this real quick. Again, not much happened in the green screen moment. I mostly got these screenshots just to like sort of show what happened, I guess. I kind of did not like Candy this episode because of how she tried to throw Heidi under the bus, and I would... Y'all, Candy is being the producer that she is. She is producing the way Candy, the producer muse, produces. And you got to give her some respect for that. I love Candy. I love all of these queens. I'm not mad at any of the queens. I'm mad at production. But that's an entirely separate discussion. Heidi was doing the work. Y'all, Heidi was doing the work in this episode. The work. And she didn't get the credit she deserves. Kahana, not so funny. Lala, you're good. I think Lala and Heidi work really well together. I kind of want Heidi and Lala to go on tour together, and I would love to see that. Actually, I would really love to see that if they went on... Oh my god. Heidi! This took me out. Oh my god. I mean, you're not wrong. Heidi was doing the work in this episode. Doing the work. Heidi is a funny bitch. This group, I don't really have much to say. Michelle was kind of like questioning their decisions. I don't know. They had a random product placement for Canva for the movie posters that they were supposed to make. Again, I use Canva to make my thumbnails for YouTube. I don't know if you've noticed that. So I'm very familiar with this website, and I thought this was a funny moment. I could make a movie poster like this and probably make it better. No shade. But if we're being honest, I could. I don't remember when I took the screenshot. What was happening here? I don't know. Anyways, Candy, this is Candy doing her production thing. She talked to Alexis at one point saying, who was the weakest in your team? Whew. And then she also talked to Heidi, bringing up what she happened and talked, which felt kind of unnecessary, if we're being honest. Because Heidi was already saying, like, hey, I was in a bad place. Let's leave it. And it should have just been left. But, hey. They're messing with my girl, and it's pissing me off. It is pissing me off. Heidi, you deserve better. Heidi, you deserve so much better, and I am getting mad. If we're being honest, Heidi deserves 10 times. Heidi deserves at least 2 wins at this point, and it's pissing me off. They're playing in her face. I'm going to move on, because otherwise I could just talk for an hour about how much I'm mad at production with the way that they're treating Heidi. But that's a separate discussion. This is Rue's look. I actually kind of liked it. It's giving me somewhat like similar Joan Jett vibes. Again, lip sync later in the episode. It's very that rocker sort of vibes, and I kind of love. What do y'all think? Fab or drab? We're gonna start fab or drab with Rue. Is Rue fab or drab? Let me know. Rue fab or drab? I'm gonna go ahead and say fab for me. I actually really like this look. It's probably my favorite look we've gotten from her this season. Yeah. Really, this runway theme was your favorite? Honestly, it might be my least favorite. No shade. That's my own opinion on that. But like, I don't know. It wasn't really giving the way I wanted it to. Michelle, you look great. You look good. You look so good. I love T.S. Madison. I'm obsessed with T.S. Madison. Thank you for bringing her back this week. We need more T.S. Madison. Just go ahead and take out Ross or Carson or one of them. Put T.S. in. And also, honestly, Nicole Byer. Nicole Byer was a great guest judge. Nicole Byer should also be a regular judge. Anyways. T.S., you were fantastic. Maud Apatow. I don't watch Euphoria, so I'm not familiar with her. But she seemed fun. She seemed like she was having a good time. Good for her. I don't know. Runway category is as around the world, right? As around the world? Wait. As the world turns? As the world turns, but as the world turns, I think was the category. What do we think about James? Fab or drab? For me, this is fab. Is it my favorite look from James? No. But it's definitely a fab for me. Oh, you say not the category. I mean, I feel like the category is very much left interpretation because it is such a vast category. But anyways. Darien Lake, fab or drab? This is fab for me. I love this. The shape, gorgeous. This hair, Darien, this hair color on you. I can see that. Yeah, definitely. I mean, if we go back there. There we go. I definitely can see that. Yeah. Arian, you look fab. You look so good. Fab, fab, fab. Honestly, might be my favorite look from Darien this season. That's true. Darien was cut so soon. I have a lot of opinions about these eliminations, y'all. Honestly, I heard Maddie saying this earlier on his channel, and I kind of agree. I would have been happy had this been a no elimination. Just keep All Stars no elimination and have like points and all that like they did with All Star 7. Honestly, I think that would have been a good idea. Anyways, Next up, we have Alexis Michelle, who's doing a wedding dress sort of moment with the reveal in the back because her butt is out. I don't know. No, I feel like Darren was not ready. I can hear the argument. That's a fair perspective for sure. I love late Darren though. What do we think about Alexis Michelle? Fab or drab? For me, it's a soft fab. Like I like it. I think it could have been better. I don't know. What do I not like about it? There's something about it that's not giving the way a lot of her other looks have given. I don't know. I mean, I like it. It's definitely a fab, but it's like, yeah, yeah, okay. This is why I say ask for early season queens, but that's a fair perspective. Alexis is fab. I agree. I I don't know. Something about it feels off, but that's my own opinion on that. Candy Muse. Y'all, I kind of love this. Also, it's giving me a callback to Aja on All Stars 2 with the 3-in-1 look with the anime wig. It's giving a callback to that, which I kind of love. Again, because Aja's her drag mom. But yeah, I love this. Fab. Alexis Fab, I agree. Candy, this looks really good on you, though. Like, this is kind of a moment, if we're being real here. Again, if you remember, like I said, it's giving a callback to Aja, which I kind of love. Anyways, all right, we have 7 people in the room. Make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe if you are new here. We have a fun time over here on this side of the interwebs. Love it. Fab. Yeah, true. I feel like her cheeks should have been closer together, but overall it's cute. That's fair. I thought the house broke up. She's still. I think that. All right. The House of Aja, I think, broke up. I know there's a dollhouse now with Candy, Dahlia, and who's the other? Janelle. Also, Candy's daughter might be coming to season 16. I didn't say that. Be on the lookout for Tsunami Muse. I didn't say that. But yeah, I really love this look from Candy. She looks really fab. Honestly, I really love that. Also, the butt reveal. It's so silly. I kind of love it. But yeah, I would say fab for sure. Fab for sure. Next up, we have Jessica Wilde. I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is probably one of my least favorite Jessica looks. Because Jessica has been turning it on the runway. And this is not giving in the way I want it to give. So for me, this is a drab. What do y'all think? Jessica, fab, or drab? For me, it's a little bit of a drab. Okay, we have a fab but simple. I see that. She looks so pretty in her face. Like, although the critique Michelle gave with her face being a little bit flat, I could see if she added a little more brightness, a little bit more dimension, if you will. Could be nice. Could have done a more original concept. Yeah, for me, this is my least favorite Jessica look. And we've gotten some really good Jessica looks, so I feel like it's a little unfair, but hey. Yeah, I would agree with that. Soft fab. Yeah. Like, yes, it's cute, but there is space to be more creative. I agree. Jimbo, this was stupid. But again, I kind of love it. My picture is really bad. I'm sorry, but like I wanted the whole body in the screenshot. She looks like a little bug. You know, like one of those like animated movies of like the bees and all that. And the bee, you see what I'm saying? Or like an ant. I don't know. Jimbo is Jimbo today. Yeah, very that. Very that. Again, I would definitely say Fab. Like, Jimbo looks great. It's not the most out of the box look for the category. It's very giving me very much like, all right, they wanted ass, so we are going to give ass. And it's cool. Like, I like that. But it's not, Jimbo is a runway queen. She can do fashion and camp, which is rare. Yeah, I agree. Kind of similar with Manila. You know how Manila does uh, camp couture sort of moments? Fab, it's not my style, but she does her. Yeah, very well. I agree with that. Didn't love the shoe. I mean, yeah, that's fair. The shoe could definitely have been better. Heidi in closet. Y'all, she walked down the entire runway with her eyes shut to give the full effect. Can we give this a moment? Because this look did not get a moment it deserved on this season. And I'm mad. Again, Heidi was not in the top. She needs to get critiques. She is killing this competition. And it is pissing me off. Heidi, you look fab. I love this. I love this. Allegedly, she is. I don't know if we'll find out, but allegedly. She literally came out as a donkey, which is so. Thank you. Thank you. Like, this is giving similar to the level that Jimbo did with the fruity look for this category. You know how Jimbo took it in a completely different direction than everyone else? This is this. This is this. If we are going to be honest, this is the same level. And she is not getting the critiques she deserves. I'm a Heidi in closet stan. You will never hear me say anything bad about Heidi. Like, she's my North Carolina sister. I love Heidi in closet, and they are playing in her face. They are playing in her face, as I have said, every single week, basically, on the channel from All Stars 8, and it is pissing me off. Heidi needs more. Heidi should have had a win by now. Also, the reveals, too. Like, so good. So good. Do you think if Heidi tells the secret friendship? I don't know. I saw the preview for next week, and I'm worried. I'm worried. It feels like they were ganging up on Heidi. It feels like they were ganging up on Heidi. Again, I get really mad. I get so mad when it comes to Heidi because they are playing in her face. And I'm over it. I'm over it. It's pissing me off. I'm worried about Heidi. I am worried about Heidi. Anyways, I'm sorry. I need to stop ranting about Heidi. All right. Next up, we have Kahana Montrese. I would say Fab. Fab for sure. She looks really good. I love the latex moment of it all. I will say we've gotten some looks from Kahana which are on a completely higher level than this. Excuse me. So I do think she could have done better, but it's not bad. Like, I just kind of hold Kahana to a really high standard, and this was giving me a little bit simple for Kahana. I mean, she has a giant syringe, so I don't know what I'm expecting. But you hear what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she has shown her drag on an entirely different level. But true. Fab didn't think she will last much longer if she keeps doing comedy challenges, which is, yeah, bury that. I'm worried about Kahana as well. Fab, bury that. Bury that. Yes, the glow up for Kahana, the biggest glow up of any queen on this season. Look at the material. Kahana is showing us what she could do on season 11 had she come fully realized. And I love Kahana this season. Kahana, if she doesn't win the regular season, I see her winning the Fame game. Honestly, though, like, if she doesn't win the season, which I'm starting to think she might not win this season, she will win the Fame game. I'm calling it now. I think she might win the fame game. How many times has one person been safe like Darren? I mean, you're right. Again, it's very much the storyline. They film for like 13 hours a day, 12 hours a day. I don't know. And we're getting an hour episode. But hey. All right, next up we have Lala Ree. I'm going to be honest with y'all, and I love Lala. I love Lala Ree. This was kind of a weak look for me. Because she had this whole noodle illusion, if you ask Bob the Drag Queen. But she has the whole nude illusion thing going on right here, right? But then she has her actual butt coming out here. So I'm like, why didn't you just make it like assless chats? And like, you know? How many times drab but love Lala Ree hair and makeup? Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, fair. For me, it wasn't giving on the same level as some of the other looks. So for me, it's a drab. Again, love Lala Ree. Love Lala Ree. Yeah, it didn't match. If you're gonna do it, just do Atlas Shop. Just have it go red all the way around, and then like, you know, that could have been cute. I don't know. The nude illusion wasn't noodling. All right, now we're gonna get to this acting challenge, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This was not my favorite challenge. I think some of them were funny. I think we've had better acting challenges. Yeah. But first group is was it off was it Jack Off Island? No. I don't remember what it was. Get Off Island. That's what it was. Get Off Island. I like the concept. I think Michelle made a very accurate point of where she said it felt like it was too convoluted, and I kind of agree. I'm kind of just gonna let these roll through. It was a very complex. It was complex and also not. I don't know. This was definitely the weakest of them all. I do think Darren was funny. I think Darren was actually very funny in this acting challenge. I don't know. All right, next group we have Jimbo, Jessica, and Candy. Jessica and Candy are the popular girls. Jimbo's the new girl, kind of giving Mean Girls meets Ryan Murphy meets Heather's a little mean. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. Jimbo is a funny queen. Y'all, Jimbo is not afraid to look ugly. And I love that. I love that from Jimbo. Because obviously she can turn it out on the runway with like super creative, super exciting looks. And then she also can just go full off the walls for the acting challenges. I might not be excuse me, Jimbo's biggest fan, but I have to admit when it is necessary, this was a very good challenge for Jimbo. Best overall group, but Heidi was the best person in any group. Yeah. I think they excuse me. I think they should have done it as individuals, made Jimbo, Heidi, and I don't know who the third top would be. But for me, it should have been between Jimbo and Heidi for the win. And they should have done it individually. Yeah. Candy and Jessica were okay, but Jimbo was definitely the strongest in the group. Best friends for never. I kind of love the thumbnail too. But overall, I still love these queens, you know? It definitely should have been judged individually. Both of Darren's team members. Yeah. This moment was very funny, especially if you watch Canada's Drag Race Season 1 after Jimbo left and after she was eliminated and she put lipstick all over her face. I did a video where I actually recreated that moment. I don't know if it's still on my channel. It should be. But if it is, I will find it and I'll put it out there again. But it was funny. Again, I love the callback to that. It was giving, for me, it was a callback. I don't know if it was meant to be a callback, but that's what it was giving to me. Again, Jimbo's kind of done this character before, but I thought she did it well. Final group. Kana, you were there. Heidi and Lala. Oh my god. Especially Heidi. Heidi went full on off the wall crazy. Like, look at Heidi right now. God. And they keep. The more I think about the season, the more angry I get. Like, the placements aren't placementing. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, this moment was funny. Again, the two of them should have a Wilde Present show, or it should go on tour together, or do something together, because I love this combo. Yeah. Oh my god, that would have been good. Heidi and Jimbo in the same group would have been killer. It would have been killer. Queen, run! Again, this is the neon text filter. Very, very that. I definitely recognize this text. Canva, very, very much Canva. Free trial sort of thing. But it's funny. Kahana was shaky at the beginning, but made it through. That's fair. Again, this was the acting challenge. I'm mostly going to get to placements now. Ultimately, RuPaul announces that the safe queens are going to be Heidi, Kahana, and Lala, because it's judged based on teams now suddenly. Again, it's not making sense in my brain. Heidi should have been in the top. Heidi should have been in the top. I will die on this hill. Heidi should have been in the top. But hey. And then the bottom three are going to be Alexis, Darren, and James, with the top three being Jessica, Jimbo, and Candy. This made me sad when she was told safe, because Heidi was really doing the work this episode. Anyways, Jimbo wins. Congratulations to Jimbo. We're going to get a lot of really mediocre lip syncs this season. Love we got Chanel back, and since she's... Yeah, bring her back for All Stars 9. I agree. Also Peppermint. Yeah. Anyways, Jimbo wins. Congratulations to Jimbo. They do the voting. I just love this screenshot. Candy looks so good. Y'all, like, the look. I really love this. But also just love this screenshot. Anyways, Darren, I love how you can't see the one thing I took this picture for. Darren was the one person who voted for James. Everyone else voted for Darren. Anyways, Jimbo picked out her lipstick. Who's the lip sync assassin? Oh my god. I wonder who it is. Whoa. It's Chanel. I agree. Bring her back for All Stars 9. Also Pangina. Also Peppermint. 3 right there. 3 right there for All Stars 9. Chanel. Peppermint. And I literally just said Pangina. Wow. But those are 3 picks right there for All Stars 9. I don't know what's gonna happen with All Stars 9, but a little birdie told me who they lip sync. So. Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna, again, still trying to avoid spoilers if I can, but like, I don't know. Anyways, lip sync song is "Bad Reputation" by Joan Jett. Jimbo. Chanel ate her alive. Y'all, Jimbo was walking around the stage. That was it. This ending was everything. Chanel ate it up. Chanel wins. Congratulations. Please bring Chanel back for All Stars 9. Anyways, Chanel revealed the lipstick that the group voted was Darren. Again, very much track record. Like, this was her time to go, according to the narrative we're getting for the season. Again, I will continue to say this. The production narrative is being very obvious this season. Yeah, Jimbo is going to kill Snatch Game, and I'm sorry to see. I don't see anybody beating Jimbo at Snatch Game. I mean, fair. Maybe Heidi. Heidi, I think, can surprise us. Again, Darren had to go. I was sad to see Darren go, but according to the narrative, again, I'm going to continue to say that. But hey, that does bring me to the end of this review. Again, this was a very fun episode. I will be going live later this weekend. Hopefully, I'm not quite sure what for. But I will be going live later this weekend. I did also go live on, what day was that? Wednesday. And I went over the Drag Race Mexico cast video. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you are checking that out, liking this video, commenting down below in the post-live comment section. It really helps me out in that algorithm. Like it, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Follow me on my other social medias down below. Yeah. What would your best look episode of it? Best look of the Fame game? I need to relook at those. I think I might do Untucked reviews on Saturday or Sunday. I'll try to do it. Of course. I had a lot of fun on this review. I'll be back later with more content. Again, continue sharing, liking, subscribing. Yeah, I'll see y'all later. Bye.